Sorry about the noise. This is YouTube Just a W. Human ancestors from the origin of life to hey so let me get the script. So far our journey, we've seen the first single cells. Our journey from single cell to human. We've seen the origin of life. I mean, the first eukaryotes, the first animals, the first vertebrates, the first land vertebrates, the stem mammals, and now we're up to the emergence of true mammals. We move on to mention Brazilodon, which lived around 225,420,000 years BCE. And this, I think, hold on. That's Brazilodon on the left. On the right is another Cynodon. This is Cynodon. Anyway, now the main portion. We start with probably the first true mammal. There's debate about whether or not Brazilodon is a true mammal. If it is, then all the Morganugodons, including Megalosaurus from last time, are. This is Cynoconodon. It lived around 193 million years ago, which the monotremes diverged shortly after this. This animal here represents the monotremes lineage. Small mammal I don't know which one it was. It doesn't have a name. And then the theriomorph clade appears around 184 million years BCE. This is still in the earlier mid-Jurassic. It doesn't have a name. The theriomorph clade, which appears in the mid-Jurassic. Hold on. Which is this creature, which appears in the mid-Jurassic shortly after this split in the Tenotree shortly after, which is this one next in line, Triconodon, the genus Triconodon, which was our ancestor from this time. This little mouse-like mammal was an early mammal believed to be ancestor of all variants, so all marsupials and other extinct non-marsupial metatherians and eutherians, which includes placental mammals and extinct non-placental eutherians. Around this time lived Triconodon lived from 154,800,000 years BCE to 143,100,000 years BCE, and lived in North America, Europe, and was it in the family Triconodontidae. And then next up, the Clavipheres was the clade that appeared next. I'm not sure what the first species was. This is what it might have looked like in some point in the mid-Jurassic. And then in the and they the Tribospil. It's appeared next in the early Cretaceous. Eominosaur was in this clade. I think this is where this animal Eomania was it lived Eomania sensora was in this clade and lived around 125 million years BCE. Before we wrap up, some more things about Cynoconodon. It lived in the early Jurassic in China and was like 12 inches or 30 centimeters long. So now next time these are fern prairies or next time we'll talk about the Therians, which split into the Metatherians, which gave rise to marsupials, and Eutherians, which gave rise to us humans ancestors. You're a human watching this, your ancestors. I know some of you might laugh at that. I just said if you're a human watching it, your ancestors were the Eutherians, which gave rise to all placental mammals. Actually, the whatever the name of the clade Eomania must have appeared in the Jurassic because the Therians were already around then, some point in the mid to late Jurassic. I mean Eomania, but Eomania, this is Jeremiah. We'll talk more about it and its descendants next time. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment. Oh, not yet. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be sure to check out. Be sure to watch this. Be sure to like, comment, share this video on any platform: Facebook, Instagram, Dailymotion, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Quora, DeviantArt, Discord. It doesn't matter. Snapchat, Twitch, and if you and also please vote in my community post of whether or not this channel about whether or not you want to see one video for the evolution of elephants or a whole in-depth series. Special playlist. And anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.